Right. So today we are going to discuss about the partnership deed, and we are going to go with the concept of provisions of partnership deed. Okay, there is provisions of Indian Partnership Act 1932. So this is very important. This also you have learned in your 11th business studies. That is what is a partnership deed is all about and what does it consist of. Okay, what are the components of a partnership deed? Okay, so let's discuss about the same. Partnership deed. Agreement, either it can be in oral or it can be in written, is the basis of the partnership. It is always better to have a written agreement in order to avoid any dispute. So in a partnership business, there are a lot of scope for disputes. That means problem can arise in the profit sharing ratio, or problem arises on interest on capital, interest on drawings, salary, etc. etc. So for all such problems, the only solution is to maintain a partnership deed, and everything has to be documented in the partnership deed so that we can ensure that things go smoothly. So partnership deed is basically a return agreement, okay, and moreover it can also be an oral, but always we go with the preference of writing. So writing is always better. Thus, the return agreement or the document which we know to be as partnership deed, and the details, okay, and the terms and conditions of the partnership is a legal document signed by all the partners, and normally it has a clauses on the following. So it has some subdivisions. Clauses is nothing but some separate subdivisions. What are those? Number one, it talks about a description of the partner. So what does it mean? Description of a partner is it is nothing but the name of the partner. Okay, so the name of each and every partner and their address. Okay, the residential address of the partner. That is one of the most important information. Next, description about the firm. That means name and address of the firm. So, what is the name that you are going to give for your business, and what is the location, address of your business that should be mentioned. The next is principal place of business. That means address of the principal place of business. If in case your business has got multiple branches, you are having a partnership business and your business has got some multiple branches, then it should be mentioned clearly which particular one is the main branch and which are the sub branches. Okay, so that's what we say principal, that is the initial or the main, okay, business, and which are all the branches. Nature of your business, that means it comes under what type of category. Okay, so nature of the business that the firm shall carry on, okay, whether it's a partnership or sole proprietorship, okay, that has to be mentioned. Or you have to mention in such a way like the nature of the business, okay, on what is the basis of your business. And then commencement of partnership, that means date of commencement of your business, when you have started a business, the first year inauguration date, that should be mentioned. The next most important is capital contribution. So you have to mention the amount of capital that has been contributed by each partner. How much A has contributed, how much B has contributed, how much C has contributed, all those inputs. Whether the capital account shall be fixed or fluctuating. I hope you remember very well that we have discussed that the partner's capital account can be maintained in two ways. One is a fixed capital method, the other is a fluctuating capital method. Do you remember? Do you remember this concept? The partner's capital account can be in fixed or it could be okay. So you have to mention it very clearly whether you're going to follow fixed method or fluctuating method. Right. Now tell me, if suppose you are going to maintain fixed method, Okay, if suppose you're going to maintain the fixed method, then how many accounts to be prepared? If your capital account is going to be under fixed method, then how many accounts is required? For fixed, very good. You need two accounts to be prepared. What are they? One is partners capital account, and other is partners current account. Suppose if you're going to maintain it under the category of fluctuating, if you're going to follow fluctuating, okay, method, then how many accounts will be maintained under the fluctuating method? Very good. So one account, that is nothing but partners capital account. Okay. Now let's move on to the next concept. It is given very clearly interest on capital. Okay. So that means what is the rate? The rate you're going to allow on the interest, okay, on the capital. Whether it's 5%, 10%, 15%, that should be mentioned. Next talks about the interest on drawings. Here also it is based on the rate of interest that is going to be charged on drawings. Now you can look here these two words. When it is talking about your interest on capital, we are making use of the word called allowed. Okay. When you talk about interest on capital, it is allowed they are using it. Whereas when it talks about your interest on drawings, we make use of word called as charged. So what does it mean? The two terms. Okay, one is interest on capital. The term interest on capital is being mentioned as allowed, whereas the next one, interest on drawings, this has been marked as charged. Now what these two terms represents? The allowed and charged and both are interest. One is on capital, the other is on drawings. But why they use the term allowed and charged? Why have they used the word allowed and charged? Okay. 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 You have said correctly, but one thing is interest on capital is a revenue. You said to whom it is a revenue, whether it is a revenue to the partner or to the firm. Interest on capital is a revenue சொல்றீங்க அது கரெக்ட் யார் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல firm பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல ரெவென்யூவா இல்லைன்னா பார்ட்னரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல ரெவென்யூவா? Very good. So interest on capital, why we are saying is allowed is because, as I said, it is okay. It is an expense to the firm and an income or revenue, whatever it is, an income to the partner. As you know very well that we record or we prepare accounts only from the business point of view. So for the business, when it is an expense, you have to allow it. You have to provide it. So that's why we use the word allowed. On the other hand, interest on drawings. Okay, it is an expense to the partner. Okay, interest on drawings is an expense to the partner, and it is an income to the firm. Hope I am making sense to you. Are you getting the point? Why we use the word allowed and charge, and which one is an income and which one is an expense from whose point of view? Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Now I'm going to introduce a question over here. What is the accounting principle that is highlighted in this concept? I want you to mention the accounting principle. You have learned various accounting principle in grade 11. On what accounting principle these two concepts will fit into? எந்த accounting concepts இதை நம்ம fit பண்ணலாம்? Accounting concepts ஞாபகத்துல இருக்கு இல்லையா? Principle and concepts. Hello? Accounting principle and accounting concepts ஞாபகத்துல இருக்கா இல்லையா? Hello? Okay. So just think about it and let me know what is the answer for this accounting principle, which accounting principle is being highlighted in this particular context. Exactly, very good. Okay, so the accounting principle that is highlighted is business entity concept. Owner is different, business is different. Okay, so they may ask you these type of questions in an MCQ, like assertion and reasoning type of questions, A and R type of questions. So they may give you these two contexts. One is assertion, okay, and other is reasoning. Match both and let us know whether it will be okay. What to say? Whether A is correct or R is wrong, or R is correct, A is wrong. Both A and R are correct. Both A and R are incorrect. They may give you an option. So unless and otherwise, if you don't know what is the concept is all about and on what basis this has been marked with a term called allowed or charged, we will not able to highlight it off. Hope it is clear to you right now. Right. So moving on to the next concept, profit sharing ratio. Obviously, you know very well that the ultimate objective of the business is to earn profits, and whatever the earned profit is, it will be shared among the partners in a ratio. Okay, that's called profit sharing ratio in case of partnership. If it is a sole proprietorship, you need not consider about this term called profit sharing ratio because entire profit will go to that particular partner person, or entire loss will go to that particular person itself. But since it's being a partnership, you have to ensure the profit sharing ratio. And I already mentioned you that profit sharing ratio can be of two types. What are they? Profit sharing ratio are of two types. What are they? Profit sharing ratio ரெண்டு டைப் இருக்கு என்ன அது? With deed without deed, yes, okay. அப்போ என்ன வித் டீட் இருந்ததுன்னா அது பேர் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? டீட்ல மென்ஷன் ஆயிருந்தா அப்போ அது என்ன ரேஷியோ? ப்ராஃபிட் ஷேரிங் ரேஷியோ இதுதான் நம்ம ஷேர் பண்ணி அப்ராப்ரியேட் ரேஷியோ இல்லைம்மா. டீட்ல மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் ஒரு ரேஷியோ, அது பேர் என்னது? டீட்ல இந்த ரேஷியோல தான் பண்ண போறோம், லைக் 1:3 இல்ல 2:3 அப்படின்னு மென்ஷன் அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன ரேஷியோ? அதுவே டீட் ஆ குட். டீட்ல மென்ஷன் ஆயிருந்தா அது பேர் தான் அக்ரிட் ரேஷியோ. Deedல mention ஆகாதபோது it is called, okay, the ratio will be shared equally. Okay, so that's what it says. Profit sharing ratio is nothing but the ratio in which, okay, profits or losses, okay, are shared by the partners. So when you are recording that in your partnership deed, then that particular ratio will become your agreed ratio. If you are not mentioning anything in your partnership deed, then you have to share it equally. Prida, the next one, interest on loan. So here also it is very important that interest will always be having some rate of interest. So the rate of interest on the loan by a partner to the firm, and interest on that particular loan, okay, by the partner, must be mentioned very clearly. Okay, so interest on loan to a partner by the firm, whatever it is. There are two ways, as I said yesterday. ஞாபகத்தில் இருக்கா? நேற்றுக்கு நம்ம ரெண்டு படித்தோம் லாஸ்ட்டாக. Interest on loan பற்றி படிக்கும்போது we discuss upon two things. Do you remember that? Do you remember the last one? Interest on loan ரெண்டு பார்த்தோமா? Firm has given the loan, okay, to the firm. Sorry, the firm has given the loan to the partner, and partner has provided a loan to the firm. Two things we have discussed. Do you remember? Loan provided by partner the firm, and loan provided by firm to partner. ஞாபகத்தில் இருக்கா இது? Interest on partners loan to. ஓகே, ரெண்டுத்துக்குமே அப்போ என்ன இருக்குது? யூ நீட் டு ஹேவ் த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். ஸோ அதை தான் இப்போ இங்கே மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஓகே, இன் திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் கான்டெக்ட் we are mentioning it very clearly that interest on a partner's loan, it will be in such a way that you have to specify whether it is a loan by firm to partner or loan by partner to firm. Mention the interest. Okay, so interest on the loan by a partner to the firm, and interest on loan to a partner by the firm. Whatever the type of loan, mention the interest on those loans. That is very important. Suppose if you have not mentioned, okay, suppose if you have not mentioned the interest rate, let me give you two scenario. Okay, first scenario is interest on loan. Okay, this interest on loan is nothing but loan given by partner to firm. The second one is interest on loan given by firm to partner. Suppose these two comes under the category like deed not mentioning about the interest. Okay, it is in such a way like deed not available, or otherwise we say it as deed is available, but silent, but it remains silent regarding the interest on loan. If this is scenario, you have got a deed but it is silent regarding these two items, or deed is not at all available. If this is scenario, what will be your conclusion for these two loans? Interest on loan, இந்த லோனுக்கு என்ன சொல்யூஷன், இந்த லோனுக்கு என்ன சொல்யூஷன்? Come on, what will be the solution for the first one and for the second one when deed is available but silent, whereas deed not available? Both will be the same solution. Okay, there is no different solutions. Okay, both like in the sense deed இருக்கு, ஆனா இந்த விஷயத்தை பத்தி எதுவுமே சொல்ல அமைதியா இருக்கு, இல்ல deed இல்ல, ரெண்டும் ஒரே மாதிரி கான்செப்ட் தான். Okay, conceptually they are same, even solution is also same. What is it? What will be the rate of interest? On which one? Interest on loan given by partner the firm ka, either loan given by firm to partner ka. So partner to firm. That means the first case. Karta. So which means, as I said, it is 6% per annum. Yes, the answer is right. For this, okay, no interest will be charged. Clear? Because you are not specifying anything about it. Okay, that is a concept. Now coming to the next one, remuneration. Okay, what's the next one? Remuneration to the partner. That means the salary, amount of salary or the commission, whatever is going to be paid. If agreed to be paid, then you have to make the payment. Okay. So now when we talk about the salary or commission, let us go and understand few things related to salary and commission. When I use the word salary, it could be a monthly salary or it could be quarterly basis or it could be half yearly basis or it could be okay per annum, that is annual basis. If suppose the question has said a partner is eligible to receive 5,000 rupees per month, then remember whatever the salary they have mentioned in this example 5,000, it should be multiplied by 12. Okay, that is salary amount into 12. Where it has been given as quarterly basis. Remember the concept. A year, okay, a year has 4 quarters. ஒரு வருஷத்துல 4 quarter இருக்கு. How come, sir? That is 3 months is equal to 1 quarter. So 4 into 3 is 12. So that means there will be 4 quarters. Then how I will get the value for quarterly basis? Quite simple. The amount, okay, salary should be multiplied by 4. So if you multiply by 4, you'll get the value. So in this example, it is 5,000. I said monthly salary. Okay, that 5,000 monthly salary will now be denoted in this case as quarterly salary. So 5,000 into 4. I'm making sense to you? Now half yearly basis. So a year has got two halves. A year has two half. That is 6 months. Okay, is equal to 6 months is equal to what? 12 months. So that's why it's a half elements. It is 6 months, 6 months concept. So thereby the amount of salary, okay, should be multiplied by 2. That will give you the answer for half yearly salary amount. Am I making sense to you? The last week per annum, this is an annual salary, so need not multiply any value. Okay, need not multiply. These are things which you have to be very careful. When you read the question, ensure that what they are given, whether the salary is monthly salary, quarterly salary, half yearly salary, or annual salary. According to that, you need to derive the value, and then once you derive the value, you have to do the remaining calculations. So hope salary concept is very clear to you. Now let us touch upon the second item that's called as commission. What's the next item? It is commission. Usually commission, okay, will be marked on the base of some percentage. So 5% commission, 10% commission. Okay, so commission can be expressed in percentage, or straight away they could give you the values also. Okay, or it could be given in terms of rupees. If it's given rupees, no issues. But if it is given commission in percentage, then you have to be very careful. So when it's a percentage, it could be like percentage on net profit, or it could be on, okay, sales. Commission will be even on the base of sales. Sales is otherwise called as turnover. So when they are saying about the commission, remember the commission can be expressed in percentage or in rupees. Rupees is not going to create any trouble for us, but percentage can create some trouble to us, because we have to ensure whether you're going to calculate the percentage on the net profit or on the net sales or sales, which is otherwise called as turnover. Okay. Again, in this we have got two, okay, what's the subdivisions. What is it if you ask? Okay, in this we have got one more subdivision, right? Commission before and the word after. You will come across these two terms, commission before or commission after. Okay, that means commission, okay, before charging such commission, or will they use the word commission, okay, after charging such commission. When it is marked as before, you have to use a formula. For both this you have formula. Okay, there is a formula. Kindly take a formula. First one, let me give for before. Okay, formula for the before. Commission is equal to, on what basis they are said, accordingly the value will be mentioned. If it is a net profit, then net profit value. If it is a sales, then the sales amount. Okay, so it will be as net profit or sales, whatever is given the question accordingly. Okay, value into rate by 100. What is this rate? It is nothing but, suppose example, it is given as 5 percentage, then it will be as 5 by 100. So whatever the rate is mentioned, accordingly you will substitute it in the formula. So the amount of net profit means net profit into rate by 100, or if it is on sales, then sales into rate by 100. Is it clear to you? If it is a before formula, Prida? Hello. Okay. Now, suppose if you have got the word after, then the formula is very simple. To find out the value of commission is equal to net profit, or the sale value will be multiplied by rate by 100 plus rate. That's it. Okay, rate by 100 plus rate. This is the formula to be used if it is an after. அப்போ இங்க எப்படி சார்? Let me give you an example. Suppose it is marked as 5 percentage, then it will be nothing but 5 by 100 plus one saying what's the rate 5. Okay, so that means it will be marked as 5 by 105. I'm making sense to you how this varies. அங்க 5 by 100 தான் இங்க 5 by 105 இருக்கும். புரியுதா? With the help of this, we'll calculate the amount of commission. Okay, the value of commission. Any doubt? Any doubt? This commission can be allowed to the partner, even to the manager. If it is for a partner, then it is an appropriation. If it is for a manager, then it is a charge. Probably you can make a note of that also. I'll give it here. Okay, commission can be allowed to partner or even to a manager. If it is for a partner, then it is an appropriation of profit. If it is for a partner, it is appropriation of profit. When you're declaring it as an appropriation of profit, then it will find a place in profit and loss appropriation account. On the other hand, if it is to be allowed to the person called as manager, then it is charge on profit. How do you call them as? It's a charge on profit. If it is a charge on profit, it will be shown in profit and loss account. Hope it's clear to you. When it is a commission can be of two types, before and after, or commission can be calculated on the net profit or on the sales or turnover. It can be allowed to a partner or to a manager. If it is a partner's commission, then it is an appropriation of profit. It will be taken to P&L appropriation account. If it is a charge, that is, if it's a manager's commission, then it's considered as a charge and profit. That will be taken to P&L account. Any doubt so far in the concept? Okay, good. See, all these are not been explained in your deed, but all these is going to come in the upcoming concepts. So when I'm touching upon a concept itself, I'm giving a detailed description about those things. So at that point of time, I need not go and reteach once again. So that's the reason I'm making it very clear, well in advance. Please understand it very carefully. Okay. And if you can recollect your final accounts with adjustment, you would have come across manager's commission, where you'd have come across these two formulas. Do you remember? Commission. So rate by 100 or rate by 100 plus rate. So the same is applicable here. It is not something new that we are applying here. Okay, it's the same that we learned it. So what we learned in 11th is carried over to 12th. It's one of the good example. The next one is about valuation of goodwill. So the term goodwill is nothing but it is a good name or the reputation that a firm has got. You have to value that goodwill. For valuing this goodwill, we have various methods which you will be learning in chapter number 2 separately. Okay, so methods by which the goodwill of the firm will be valued at. Okay, the time of reconstitution of the firm. The word reconstitution is nothing but it is of change in the profit sharing ratio, admission, retirement, and death of a partner. So you have seen that we have various chapters like change in profit sharing ratio, admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, all those things. So in all these chapter, how this particular goodwill is going to be calculated. At the time of admission of a partner, how it is going to be calculated. At the time of retirement, how it will be calculated. At the time of death, how it will be calculated. Or normally when a change happens among the partner, how it will be calculated. That should be mentioned very well in your partnership deed. Is it clear to you? The next one is all about valuation of assets. Okay, the term called as valuation of assets. The manner in which the assets of the firm shall be valued at the time of reconstitution. So, how are we going to value them? There are some methods in valuing the assets which you'll be learning in the upcoming chapters. Okay, the most important settlement of account. Settlement. எப்போ ஒருத்தருக்கு settlement ஆகும்? A person when he is relieving from the business. Okay, if a person is relieving from the business, he will be settled. Or if a person has relieved completely from the world, that means if he has died, then settlement comes to the picture. So the settlement, when they use the word here, okay, the word settlement, it is touching upon these three chapters particularly. What are they if you ask? One, at the time of retirement, at the time of death, and at the time of dissolution. Because in these three chapters only, we need to know how much is to be settled and how are we going to settle everything. So the word settlement of accounts is very particular about these three concepts. The manner in which the accounts of a partner, okay, it's very given, accounts of the partners to be paid in the case of his or her retirement, death, or a time of dissolution of the firm. Though you have many topics under partnership, as I said, partnership basic fundamental, goodwill, change in profit sharing ratio, admission, retirement, debt resolution. So seven chapters are there all together under partnership. But this settlement comes only in these three chapters: retirement, debt, resolution. Okay. Hope it is clear to you. Is it clear to you in which topic we have to give importance for the settlement? Each and every word when we discuss it, please take it very serious, because that should strike your mind immediately like a spark. அதை நீங்கள் யோசிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஒரு வேர்ட் பார்த்தா டக்குன்னு மைண்டில் ஸ்பார்க் மாதிரி அது என்ன ஆகணும், ஃப்ளாஷ் ஆகணும். That is very important. Any doubt up to the settlement of accounts? Hello, is there any doubt up to the settlement of accounts? Right. The next one is accounting period. This also you know very well. We learned in our grade 11. What accounting period are we going to follow? Whether Jan to December or April to March. Okay, so the date on which the accounts shall be closed every year. Normally, it will be closed on 31st of March every year, because every entity must submit the return of the income, okay, for the income period, that is will be done on 31st of March every year. Okay, the reason why you're doing is because every entity is setting with business concern, must submit the return of income for its income. That means they have to file the tax for the earnings what they are done for the respective period or the year ended, which is nothing but 31st of March. ஸோ அப்போ 31st மார்ச்சில் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கணுமா சார்? ஜான் டு டிசம்பர் ஃபாலோ பண்ணக்கூடாதா? நாட் லைக் தட். ஜான் டு டிசம்பர் கேன் ஆல்சோ பி ஃபாலோட். Accordingly, on 31st of March, you will do some calculations and you do the payment, okay, of tax. If not, you'll have to calculate it in this pattern. So ensure that what is the accounting period that has been followed by the business organization. Next comes the rights and duties of a partner. So we have already saw the rights of a partner in our previous topic. Okay, rights of a partner. What are the rights he has got, or the duties as a partner to be executed? So that should be mentioned very clearly. What are the rights and duties of a partner should be defined very well in the partnership deed. And then duration of partnership. There are some partnership which has been formed for a particular time period. Okay, that we call them as duration. Okay, there are some partnership business which has been formed with the intention, okay, for a particular period alone. Then it should be mentioned very well. So, period of partnership, that is whether it is for a specified period or for a venture or whether it is at a will. So, how are you going to carry it? Whether it is for a specified period or whether it is going to be for a venture or it is going to be out of a will. That should be mentioned very clearly. The next one is about the bank accounts operation. For the business, you need something called as a bank account. You will open a bank account with the respective bank. Now, once the bank account you have opened, you'll also avail something called as a locker facility. Okay, and then you'll also avail some sort of other facilities offered by the bank which suits your business. Now it should be very clearly defined or mentioned in your partnership deed like, okay, how shall the bank accounts be operated? That is, who will operate the bank account? Whether all partner will operate the bank account or any one partner will be operating the bank account. That is very important. Whether it shall be operated by any partner of the firm or jointly. Okay, that means as you know, everyone has a right. Okay, everyone has got the right to participate, all we said in the rights. Okay, operating the business account or operating the bank account, okay, is also a right. Whether everyone is going to operate it or particularly one individual is going to operate it. That should be mentioned in your partnership deed very well. The next important thing is all about the death of a partner. If suppose a partner demises, what will happen to the firm? Whether the firm will continue with the remaining partner or they will not continue, they'll close the business. That should be mentioned very well in your partnership deed. So whether firm will continue on the death of a partner. ஓகே ஒரு பார்ட்னர் செத்து போயிட்டானா அப்போ ஃபர்தரா அந்த பிஸ்னஸை கண்டினியூ பண்ண போறாங்களா இல்லையா அதையும் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கணும் பார்ட்னர்ஷிப் டீல ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கணும். The next one, the last one, that is the 20th item, settlement of disputes. Okay, obviously, problems will arise among the partners. So, what could be the solution for it or where it could be resolved? If any dispute is arising among the partners, how they shall be what? Settled. How it has to be settled. That is very, very important. Is it clear to you? How the okay problems will get settled or mentioning that which is your nearest court, okay, which is the nearest jurisdiction where you can take this issue to the court and get your solution. So disputes among the partner, how they be settled, that should be mentioned, whether it's going to be settled within the firm or it has to go to the court for the solution. These 20 points are very, very, very important. Am I making sense to you? Am I making sense to you? Can you able to follow? Right. So now I'm going to give you a 5 minutes time. Okay. In the 5 minutes time, I want you to just quickly have a glance on various concepts that we have discussed so far. Okay. We have just covered 3 pages of your textbook as of now, but I'm not going to go page by page and all. Wherever the basic necessities are there, only those things we are going to discuss and touch upon it. Next, I will be switching over to the concepts. So I'm going to give you a 5 minutes time, or even you can take 10 minutes time, not an issue for me. Make sure whatever that we have learned so far, the act, the rules, the numbers, the percentage, the concepts like before, after, appropriations, charge, okay, many things you have come across. Ensure that you have understood all these concepts perfectly so that I can go for the next topic or for the next concept. So I'm giving you a 5 to 10 minutes time. Now it is hardly 6:20 in my watch. Okay, so probably I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes. If you are completed, let me know completed. Okay, and if you have any specific doubts, complete it completely and mark your doubts. Then you can shoot out your doubts one after the other. Need not keep asking me the doubts. Okay, one first ask a doubt, then moving on with the next concept, understanding next concept, next concept, next concept. Again, doubt arises, then again shooting up doubt. I don't want in such way to happen. Ensure that you concentrate completely, and then you take down the points whatever has been given to you, and ensure that okay there is no doubt on your concepts. If you have any doubt, please let me know. I'll clarify it off. Yes, now it's yours. The time, 10 minutes time I'm giving you. Do it. Once you are completed, let me know. Clear? Is it clear to you? Did you got my point what I said? Hello? Okay. Please carry on. If you're done, let me know, Kana. Have you all done with the concepts? Please let me know. பார்க்குறீங்களா தூங்குறீங்களா? ஹலோ? ஹலோ? ஓகேம்மா. ஓகே. இல்ல அமைதியா சைலன்ட்டா இருக்கா? ஸோ ஒருவேளை தூங்கிட்டீங்களான்ட்டு ஒரு ரீகன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பண்ணேன். வேற எதுவும் இல்ல. So one person has done. Okay, fine. Now moving on to the next concept. We are now going to discuss something about, okay, we are going to discuss something about your partnership. Okay, deed if it's not there, then how does this provision, okay, so how the provisions affecting the accounting treatment. Okay, we are going to discuss this. Okay, so now it's the discussion about your provisions which is going to be applicable when partnership deed is not there. Okay, so so we are going to discuss about this particular concept. Partnership deed is not available or deed available but it remains silent with respect to few items. In such scenario, the provisions of Indian Partnership Act 1932 shall be applied. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? So, when partnership deed is not available, or when deed is available but it remains silent with respect to few items, in such situations, okay, or scenario, the provisions of Indian Partnership Act will be applicable. Now let's see what are those items. Okay, one after the other. Just a minute more. The first item talks about share of profits and losses. If you have a partnership deed, in the deed you might have mentioned in what ratio you are going to share. That we call them as what ratio. டீட் இருக்கு டீட்ல ஒரு ரேஷியோ மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருக்கு அந்த ரேஷியோக்கு பேர் என்ன சொல்லுவோம் வெரி குட் ஓகே டீட்ல இருக்க ரேஷியோ அக்ரி ரேஷியோ அப்படின்னா அக்ரி ரேஷியோ ஷேப்பணும் டீட் இல்லை இல்லை டீட் இருந்து இதை பற்றி எதுவுமே மென்ஷன் பண்ண சைலண்டாக இருக்குன்னா அப்போ ஆஸ் பர் த ப்ரொவிஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் இந்தியன் பார்ட்டிஷன் 1932 the profits and losses will be shared equally. So this is the first one. When deed is available, according to the deed, what is specified, you'll go ahead with that. If it is not there, then it will be shared equally. Any doubt in the first one? The second one. Okay, the second one is all about your partners Remuneration. Okay. When it say remuneration, it covers what and what? Salary and commission. If nothing is mentioned in your partnership deed, that means deed available but it is silent regarding this particular aspect, or deed not available, then in that case, okay, it is not allowed. Okay, remuneration is not allowed. Remuneration will not be allowed or provided. Clear? This is the rules is. The next third one is all about interest on capital. Now, even for this, okay, if it is available, deed is available, and if it is mentioned in the deed at what interest you are going to provide interest on capital, then it can be allowed. When your deed is silent regarding this item or deed is not available, then okay, interest on capital is not allowed. Interest on capital not allowed. The next fourth one, interest on drawings. Even interest on drawings is not charged. Interest on drawings not charged. Any doubt so far? Any doubt so far? In case of profit sharing ratio, it will be equally. The other three items, whatever we discussed so far, is partners remuneration, partners interest on capital, and interest on drawings will not be allowed, will not be charged. ಇದೀಗ ಪುರಿದ can you okay, the next one is all about interest on loan. Interest on loan. When it is talking about interest on loan, which loan it is, you have to be very careful. It is talking about the loan given by partner to firm. When you have the interest rate specified in your partnership deed, then according to the interest you will have to provide it. When you don't have the partnership deed, in that situation it is the only item which will be allowed. Okay, allowed at 6 percentage per annum. ஸோ அப்போது என்ன ஐட்டம்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் அந்த ஷேர் ஆஃப் ப்ராஃபிட் லாஸ் ஈக்குவலியில் போயிடும். ரிமைனிங் ஐட்டம்ஸ் எதுவுமே நம்ம அலோவ் பண்ண மாட்டோம், சார்ஜ் பண்ண மாட்டோம். இது ஒரே ஒரு ஐட்டம் மட்டும் தான் நம்ம அலோவ் பண்ணுவோம் at the rate of 6 percentage per annum. Okay, the last one is the sixth one. Okay, this is nothing but admission of a partner. So for admission of a new partner, if you see, okay, not allowed without the consent of all partners. So as I said, if suppose, okay, myself and you both are partners, okay, in a firm, I am going to get retired because of age factor. I want to bring my son or daughter into the business, but among you both, if anyone is strongly objecting, sorry, I cannot permit it. Okay, I have accepted you as a partner. That is a very big deal. I cannot treat your son or daughter also equal to us. I am very sorry. If any one person stands against the decision, then it is not possible. That is as per the what's the Indian Partnership Act 1932 provisions. And in this, most important to see, the first five items, whatever we have discussed is all these items has got a financial impact. Okay, it all has a financial impact. That is deals with the profits or leads to loss. Okay, there is an impact on the finance. Okay, or on accounts. The last one, admitting a person as a partner in the business will not have any financial impact at the time when you are admitting it, but obviously it will have financial impact towards the end of the year because you need to distribute profits or losses, and then you have to allow the interest or charge the interest. All these things are there. Clear? Hello? Is it clear to you? Right. So today, let me stop it here because with this, we are going to continue with problems, numericals. Okay, you should understand this concept very well. You learned something today, like how the profits to be shared when there is no deal, and how, okay, your interest on capital will be, or interest on drawings, all such things. If you find time, you can just go and check my YouTube channel. I had documented few more videos for the old batch regarding all these, okay, in detail, so that will give you a clear cut exposure also. Or if you just get into my YouTube channel, you can understand the topic of goodwill also. Okay, I completely have recorded a complete session on the topic called goodwill. There will be almost 6 to 7 videos. If you understand that, then the chapter of goodwill is of nothing. Everything I have recorded in the goodwill chapter. There will not be any connect between first chapter and the second chapter, that is goodwill chapter. So even if you read and try to understand by yourself the goodwill chapter, it is also well and good. Okay, right. So today I'm stopping it here. Let us discuss more if possible in the evening session, else we'll do it tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you. Welcome, ma.